Ooh. I think we are good to go. How are we doing, people? I'll be with you in just a sec. We get the community post rolled out. And we will get cracking. Wish I could get a shareable link right now. It's not playing ball with me today. Oh yeah. Ali, what's up, brother? I see you. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds and I'll be with you. Right. Okay. I'm gonna ping the Discord. I wish I could do this earlier. I wish I could. There we go. Done. How we doing, guys? Where have you gone? Where's my live tab gone? I just saw you. Now I gotta get that shit back. I have had such a long fucking day. Holy. Right. Where's my stream chat? Where you guys at? Pawn, what's up, brother? Hey, Johan, what's up, man? Good to see you. I'm good, man. I'm very tired. I can't lie. I had a long day today. I do. First off, I'll probably repeat this. I do want to apologize for putting the video out today instead of Friday. It just ended up taking really fucking long. Really long. So yeah, but it's done now. Unfortunately, it's not performing very well, but hopefully that changes. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm very proud of it. So, Bisbee Dog was fine. I'm glad you think so. Disappeared for a month and came back like nothing happened. I streamed on Thursday. Listen, I said on my community post I was going away. I did go away for like 2.5 weeks, and then it just came to the Christmas period, and I kind of just wanted to spend that time as well. So yeah. Not right now, combat motion, but I appreciate you asking. Though I am looking at editors. Maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of in between at the moment. But yeah, not right now. But I appreciate you you asking. If you do listen, if you need anything, or if you got any questions or anything, message me on Instagram. That's the place for me. Discord as well, but Instagram is probably the one. Does the snow affect you at all? Nah, man. We had snow overnight, but it was like it melted by morning. Really, it was nothing. Ain't nothing. So no, not yet. We don't really get snow here very often, to be honest with you, in the south. But obviously in the north, I know it's pretty shitty. But yeah, down here it's chill, man. It's chill. We're all right. We're all right. What's up, God? It's good to see you, brother. The real God, of course. John Jones is pound for pound best friend in the world. Prediction? Hell no. We both know. Listen, if Aspinall, if he pays out, Aspinall, if Dana White pays out, Aspinall's beating his ass up. But that's it. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? Good to see all. Good to see all of you guys. All of you. I appreciate you. You being here. Even after, I know I streamed on Thursday, but some of you weren't here in their stream, and still all of you sticking around even after I've been away for a little while. I appreciate you. So it's coming to Sweden tomorrow. I'm cooked. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, it's got me pretty bad up there. Ivan, what's up, man? I'm good, man. How are you doing? I'm gonna move my stream test so I'm more in line with the camera. So when I'm looking at the stream chat, it still roughly looks like I'm looking at you guys. I want to keep. Actually, no, that's not even gonna work. Fuck it. I hope you guys doing good. I hope you guys doing well. You know, we're in a bit of a weird limbo with MMA right now, aren't we? Kind of a strange one. I hope in a lot of ways that's probably why MMA would do well on my YouTube in terms of my video. It remains to be seen. It's not doing good numbers right now, so please, please, please go and watch the Bisping documentary if you haven't. I just put out today. If John manages to beat Tom, I might quit. I would as well. Have I been keeping up with training? I haven't been in like a month, no, because I went away for 2.5 weeks to Thailand, came back, and then my gym's been shut over Christmas and is open again tomorrow. So I'm going back tomorrow. I am going to be dog shit, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Ready to get back on the mats. I do miss it. I do need it as well. My mental health's not been like great at some points over the last couple of months. So, and jiu-jitsu's kind of been like that one staple for me. So it'll be good to have it back. Zero snow in Dublin. Really? Doesn't it snow pretty bad usually in Ireland? But I'm watching the Saudi fight night. Yeah, man, it's pretty stacked, isn't it? Is he's headlining, right? He is, isn't he? Then if he is, then I'm there. Great dog, thank you, man. I'm glad you liked it. Walnut, thank you as well. I hope it gets the viewership that I feel it deserves. Of course, I'm never gonna know what makes a great video. I don't think anyone really knows, but I'm glad you guys at least enjoyed it. That does make me happy. So fingers crossed it picks up a little bit because the numbers aren't doing too stellar. But that's okay. That's okay. We go on to the next one. Actually, this is what I was going to ask you. We'll get into some sort of 2025 predictions in a little bit, but I did want to ask you. I need ideas for this week because I got to do some preliminary planning tonight. So if you have any ideas, documentaries you want to see on particular fighters, concepts you want covered, anything like that that you think would fit with my style of video, please don't hesitate. I'm always open to them. But a lot of the ideas on my channel are from you guys, from the stream, and from the Discord. So I appreciate you. So don't hesitate, man. I appreciate that, man. Listen, all in good time. It will come. Asking for a Gustafsson doc. I would. Honestly, I know you asked for it before and it would be sick. But man, it's so hard to get footage of that guy that I can actually use. It's really annoying. This is what I mean. It's kind of frustrating because as much as I want to cover some of the older fighters, it's a massive pain in the ass to get footage I can use. Like I struggled with the Bisping doc. Like it was really hard to find footage I could use. And he's not even like been retired for that long. Guy, if I did a video on Anderson Silva or GSP, brother, I'd spend more time trying to find footage for the video than actually making it. I'm not even joking. It's frustrating. Victims video Tapora. I already did a Tapora doc not that long ago, and I'm really proud of that one. So I don't really feel like I need to cover his story again for a little while. Though I probably will. That's a good title. I'll probably do one in the near future because his name, he's just everywhere right now. So I probably will. But I'm proud of the work I did on him before. I don't know if I want to like do any further with that. It's the same with Pereira. Like obviously doing a video on Pereira or Tapora is like guaranteed decent views. But I want to make a video. I want to be motivated to make the video, It's not just about views, so it's the balance. But we'll see. I'll definitely do another one in the future. Brian Battle, this is the double talk because Brian Battle I fucking love. I think he's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC right now. But like, you know where I'm coming from, right? Listen, I got to earn a living, so I hate it. I hate that it's what it comes down to. But I want to find a balance of videos where I can make it on someone who I really want to make it on, like Brian Battle, but also get the viewership back from it. So it goes both ways, and it sucks that it is that way. Because if it was up to me, I would just be able to make what I want. I mean, I could technically, but I wouldn't be able to do this for a living if I did. So, do you think or do you think a video telling the story is the best fighters to never win a title? It's been done before. Not really my thing either. Maybe actually, there's some good stories in there. Actually, you say that. That's a fair point. Doc of things that should change for the welfare of fighters, not just pay, but also CTE, monitoring or revised rules on making weight. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I could fit that into my style, I don't know. Fighters entered the flow state. I like that. Sean O'Malley doc. Yeah, I did do a Sean O'Malley video way back when I first started, and it sucks. It's not even, I mean, it's awful. Don't go back and watch it. It's terrible. But yeah, maybe I should. Sean O'Malley doc has been in the backlog for a while, so maybe. Casual Guide to 311. Nah, I kind of got bored of making them, to be honest with you. I don't know. I thought, again, I brought them back for a little bit, didn't I? For 309 and I think a couple of other ones, but like they do decent numbers. They're just not, I don't know. I don't really love making them, So it goes, but again, that's what I'm saying. It goes both ways. Like, the Casual Guide don't motivate me anymore like they used to. So what's up, Treyfield? Gone again. No sweat, man. JVD, back at it, brother. How you doing? Good to see all of you, man. Good to see all of you. But yeah, I mean, fighters. Any fighters you want covered? Again, I know some of you guys put a couple names in there. I was thinking of doing a Volk doc. That's been in the list for me for ages, and I haven't done it. But I kind of want to wait until he fights to do it. I think that would be the smart move. I really would like to cover his career. Just sort of overall. I don't know. I'm torn with him. Because he's in a weird spot in his career. So I honestly, I think with Volk, I don't think he's going to be around for too much longer. Maybe a year, maybe less than that. So I think I want to do a video on him when he retires. I think maybe I'll do that. That sounds better, to be honest with you. Ideas in your notebook? Nah, honestly, this bad boy is for planning what I need to do for the day. Just checklist stuff. It's not video ideas I keep on my phone. But thank you, man. JVD, I see you, brother. I appreciate that. I hope it. That's what I'm saying. I hope it pops off. We'll see. Yeah, I saw that about Matt Hamill, man. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, pretty crazy. I'm a rare sort of good story within the MMA realm, man. Downfall of Usman. That's a shout. Mike, I love that. Usman's been getting a lot of bad flack recently. Oh, you know what? I'm right. That's a really good shout. I've never done an Usman doc as well. And I like the idea of that. I've framed the Leon Edwards head kick in such a positive light before. So it'd be really interesting to frame it in a completely 180 degrees emotion, right? Put it negatively. You know, that's a great. I love that idea for sure. I actually did an Usman downfall video way back. I take that back. I did do it, but it was after I think it was after he lost to Leon for the third time in the trilogy match rather. I like that though. Definitely. Just a good title. It's a safe bet, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? I might do that. Not even joking, Mike. I might do that for my video this week. That's a really good idea. It's nothing like, it doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it works because of Usman's generally. I think the sentiment towards him has shifted over the last few months because of his talking, and he's been saying a lot of things and doing very little, and that never goes down well within the MMA community. So that's a good shout, man. I might do that seriously. I might do a career documentary, but we'll frame it around his sort of decline, if you will. That's a really, I like that, man. I like that. Building the best coaches. There's not. I like it as a premise. I'd like to talk about it, but I don't think it would really translate well to my style. Do you know what I mean? But it is interesting though. But also, I'm not like knowledgeable enough within, like, obviously I'm not a coach, and again, to be fair, I'm not a fighter either. So yeah, maybe you're right. Knockouts that change fighters forever. Yeah, I like that. I'll write that down as well too. If I put my phone out like this, I'm writing that shit down. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it. No promises, guys. But I like these. This is I appreciate you guys, because I know you guys can take my words like sincerely, because you've seen a lot of people who've been in the stream for a while. You know, a lot of the videos I've made on this channel have come from you guys. They've literally come from this stream and from Discord. Like, I've done some of your videos. So I really do, you know, there is, you know, this isn't just me saying shit and saying, oh, thanks, great idea. Like, I do mean it. Some of these ideas I might end up doing. Wolf, I see you, man. How you doing? When was Usman's last win? Covington 2, 268. I don't, 2022? Was that 20? Was it 2022 or late 2021? I can't remember. Will it be hit better if he loses his next one? Yeah, we'll see. But I don't know when he's going to fight next. He's just not making not anytime soon, right? Definitely, and after the head kick, he hasn't been the same. I think he just got older, man. That's what it is. But I'm not going to frame it that way because I want to make it interesting. Cejudo doc, yeah, maybe. I've considered that. I just don't know how well it would do. It'd be interesting to make. I do actually like Henry Cejudo a lot. I think he gets a bad rap. I think he's quite a smart guy. He plays his cards well. Shavkat doc, yeah, I've been meaning to do that for a while. That Shavkat will be pretty soon. Like, within the next few months, I'll do a Shavkat doc. So don't worry about that. Hank, what's up, brother? I see you. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I wasn't fully happy with the intro. I know, again, listen, I'm always going to be hard at my harshest critic. I thought I paced the intro a little bit weirdly near the end. Like, it needed a little bit longer to cook for the first 40 seconds or so, but it's whatever. How it is. Listen, it can't be perfect, but I was pretty proud of it. Again, it just took me ages longer than I thought it would. Yeah, Usman's knees are fucked, for sure. Oh, that's a good angle to cover it, actually, for sure. I could use that to do a chapter on that. Bimblet Chandler real, not to my knowledge. I did a session. It was mostly a holiday vacation, if you're with the Americans, of course. But yeah, no, I did a Muay Thai session. First time ever I'd done a striking session. I was exhausted by the end of it, but it was fun. It was fun. Very hard to do. Again, these guys make it look easy. I did also go and see some Muay Thai. I know I mentioned this on the last stream, but I'll say it again. I had ringside seats rather, to a Muay Thai event in Bangkok. It was fucking great. It was awesome. Yeah, I loved it. It was really nice. And the session was hard. Muay Thai is difficult and very tiring. Paddy Moicano, yeah, I like both, man. Antoja Doc, yeah. Maybe. If I could frame it as the angle of him being really underrated, then yeah, I like it. It's all about the framing. DC Doc, no, I didn't. I've been kind of meaning to do it. Well, that's not a bit too mainstream. Nah. I mean, Lionel did just drop one, but I don't think that really matters. Again, I don't want to I just don't like treading on people's toes too much, that's all. Casual Guide to the UFC help make me a UFC fan. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad, Asa. Thank you for watching. Listen, I know they're not really my main focus anymore, but I'm glad that they've left their impact on some of you guys and got you into the sport. So I appreciate that. Karate Master, Wonder Boy. That's a good title. That's a really good title. I did note doing a Wonderboy doc ages ago. I'll write that title down because I like it. And I will specify Wonderboy, of course. Thing is, I think I want to wait until he retires, to be honest with you. It makes more sense. Peyton Talbot, so weird. There's not enough on him yet. His story's being written. I can't cover him. No, I'm sure I will down the line. Yeah, Pon, I know, man. I'm glad. Again, that goes for all of you, though. I'm very glad. Oppo's vid of things I should put in the UFC in 2025. Nah, I don't really watch him. That's not like I don't like his content or anything. I just don't watch MMA content really because I'm surrounded by it. Well, have you welcome to Muay Thai? Just the fundamentals. I did elbows, straights, jab, straight, hook, uppercut, elbow, and knee. Just the sort of the base tools of the tool set, What's up, Daniel? Does UFC come to Netflix? This is actually a really good question because we spoke about this on the podcast today. We had a really, near the back end of the pod episode, which we just recorded today, we spoke all about that. So, and it sort of came up a conversation and we really had an in-depth conversation on if the UFC are going to pull the trigger on that because their deal was expiring with ESPN or something and they haven't re-signed. So we've talked about that. That will probably be out. In fact, that should be out tonight. It should be rendered by now. Not rendered, downloaded, so I can go and edit it and render it tonight. And then it'll be good. Favorite martial art to train? I prefer jiu-jitsu. Obviously, I've only done one Muay Thai session, so maybe I have to do some more, but jiu-jitsu is my first love, so. Payne's YouTube content, yeah, it's cool, man. I like his shit. His clothing stuff is pretty cool. His whole brand is cool. Excitement for the fights in 311, they're good. I like them. It's a good card. We've had some good cards recently. 311 is far from the worst I've seen in a while. I mean, if you want to talk them individually, I said this the other day, though. The main event and the co-main aren't like jumping. They don't get me out of my seat. Of course, I'll be excited to watch. But the rest of the fights are great. Jamahal Prochazka is a banger. Dariush Moicano, Holland Derrida. Bro, I don't need to say more, do I? Yeah, I know, Ali. I saw, that we talked about that. Have you seen how terrible Netflix's live stream? But to be fair, I will give them some slack. One, because it was their first ever proper sporting live event. I think maybe their first live event. And two, that shit had 60 million people watching. Probably more. It was free on Netflix. I mean, the servers, of course, were going to get nuked. I'm sure it won't be as bad next time around. Yeah, I fuck with Peyton Talbot, man. Listen, we need people like him. We need that new angle. It's so tiring seeing the same, I'm going to just trash talk and be the bad guy. It gets old. It's nice to have a guy who's just different. Not even just normal or a nice guy. He's just a new angle. It's interesting. We ain't seen it before. And on top of that, he's fucking brilliant at fighting. So I ain't got no problems with it. Umar's getting the W. I'm picking Merab at the moment. I'm very torn on it, though. It's such a hard fight to call, honestly. But I think Merab might just be... I think it's just Merab's time right now. To be honest with you, that's how I see it. I just don't see anyone beating him at the moment. Umar is his toughest fight, though. So if anyone would do it, it would be him. Umar's his toughest fight in the division. By a mile. It's a very close fight to call. Tyson fight was a test. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, if UFC were doing pay-per-views, they're not going to pull 60 million viewers like Tyson pull. Kayla's a shout. A documentary on her. Ooh. That's an interesting angle. I don't know. I'd like to do another Shevchenko one. If we're talking female fighters, I did one. In fact, that was my first video that blew up. My third video I ever did was a Shevchenko. I wouldn't even call it a documentary now. It's just me explaining her career, and it's terrible. But that got 100,000 views, which was fucking batshit. But I'd like to do it justice. Do another documentary. I don't know how I'd angle it though. It's a tricky one. But Kayla's interesting. Yeah, she's a good character. I don't know. I don't think she's done enough in the UFC to do a documentary on her because I don't think I can use PFL footage. So, and their promo stuff is very limited that I can actually get hold of. So, it would be difficult. It sucks that the logistics is such a big obstacle for me with regards to if I can make a video on someone or not. But that's just how it is, man. I don't have access to fight footage. So if I use fight footage, it's a death sentence. I'm fucked. So that's how it is. Dog on Cowboy. If he comes back, then maybe. Maybe I will. It's not a bad idea. We shall see. We'll see. Sorry, I'm just checking the analytics. I shouldn't be looking at that shit. It's not healthy, guys. It's not healthy to check your analytics all the time, especially when the video's doing arse. Oh, it's frustrating. It's a stressful life, man. It's a stressful fucking game, YouTubers. But we must move on to the next one. We go on to the next week. This is how this game goes. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Last video did fucking 450k or whatever. This one is on about 500 views. So, Kayla's on the rise and her name has a ton of hype. Yeah, I think it's about finding that thin line. I definitely want to. I just don't know if I'd be too early on it, you know? But you're right. She does have a ton of hype right now. But also, sadly, there is that sort of pre-assumption that the women's fighters aren't that appealing. Kayla's actually very exciting to watch. So I don't know how that translates to YouTube, but we'll see. We'll see. I've already got her name written down, though. I've had her name on my shortlist for a while. Her, Shavkat. Archev I did, actually. Wonder Boy as well, we mentioned earlier. I don't know. Jamal Hill would be interesting. I thought about doing that just because he's very hated and he brings it all on himself. And he's always in the news. He does a good job of that for all of his faults of the man. He does a very good job of keeping his name in the limelight in the general sort of MMA sphere. So that's an option. Don't mention Luigi. I'll somehow do it as an analogy for fighter pay. Fuck it. There's a distant link there between the American healthcare system and UFC fighter pay. If that's who you're referring to. If you're referring to Luigi Mangione, that is. Jamal Hill. Oh, I like that. That's good. That's very good. Especially if you include his activities outside the ring, like underwater caving and almost dying. If you're talking about Cowboy, yeah, I remember that story. Thing is, I actually don't like him. I think he's a piece of shit. So I don't know if I could really bring myself to do that. MMA is still under the radar, despite being more viewed than ever. We would like to see organized violence. It's in our nature. I agree with that. And when more people open their eyes for the art of it, it will take off. It already has, man. But I do agree. Within the UK, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not even appreciated by the mainstream media in the UK. In time it will, but not yet. Luigi's Mansion. You mean Luigi's Mansion, bro? I ain't played it, to be fair. I just recorded a Max Payne 3 video, so there's a game channel exclusive. I didn't really like it that much. Not the game, but the video. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys will. I mean, it's just me talking, to be fair. There's not really much to dislike or like. So we'll see. But that'll probably be my next one. Maybe time before Kayla's next fight. That's a good. Yeah, it's interesting with timing. I've experimented with that before, and sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know. My mom said I look like Luigi for no reason. I mean, he's a pretty good looking dude. No, did he? Rebus or Dern? In what manner? In what manner, Dean? David Dean? In what way, brother? I know what kind of man you are. I like watching Cowboy fight because when he wins, he does it in style. When he loses, he goes on his shield. I don't care if he's a bellend outside the cage. I mean, that's, yeah, if you can separate it, then sure. I just don't like the way he talks about people. Specific types of people, if we want to tiptoe around the topic. Talbot got to be top 3. Top 3 in what? Oh, top 5 fights the most likely to Luigi Dana White. What, you saying Peyton Talbot be top 3? No. Top 5, I mean, Mighty Mouse is too nice. He wouldn't. Mighty Mouse would never. Tyron Woodley, nah, I don't think he's got the bottle for it, you know. Who struggled with Tito Ortiz. Tito Ortiz. All day. Only interested in fight. Okay, you're a man of principle. I don't know. In terms of who's more fun to watch, I like Dern. I think her jiu-jitsu is really good to watch sometimes. At times. Her striking is atrocious, though, and has actually regressed. Don't know what happened. I think she stopped training under Jason Perillo, and her boxing went to shit, so. It's just a shame, because her jiu-jitsu is great. Jiu-jitsu is great. I wish I could have the energy to belt out Stand Your Base in proper Irish right now, but I don't. Must have missed something. Who is he publicly cussed? Don't need details, just want to know who. Oh, you're talking about Cowboy still. Yeah, it was to do with, he was talking about a story about how he took a lot of satisfaction in watching Tim Kennedy beat up the Muslim fighters at the gym because he hated them. Like, he just said that. And I know there's also, he said some racist shit in the past, which came out. I just don't like, he's just not a good guy. Very prejudiced against people, which ain't the way, really. I think, yeah, I don't know. It's just Tim Kennedy's sort of in that same pocket. But we're in charge of generation of fighters on the verge, on the old going out and the new coming in. I mean, it's seamless, man. A video on Future Stars would be cool. Yeah, it's just done a lot. That's all. Maybe. Maybe I'll do it. When I feel like the time is right, I'll do it. Because you could make that video at any time. Because, listen, it's a gradual process. Fighters come and go all the time. It's how it is. You know, people only really see them as eras until way later on. You know, it's hard to say. No difference from Strickland. Yeah, pretty much. Strickland's probably worse. I mean, Strickland, thing is, though, Strickland, I can't sympathize, but I can understand just because of his upbringing and what he came from. You know, he didn't come from a good upbringing, obviously. So there is some explanations for the reason the way he is. With Cowboy, I think it's just straight up ignorance and being an idiot. So I'm a little less sympathetic to him. Wish UFC were banned double champs? No, I just think they should do it less. That's it. For me, personally. Double champ super fights should be less frequent and more. You have to do more to earn one. JDM Doc. I'm not that interested in JDM, you know. I like him. He's fun. He's not that much of a personality, though. He's got good hands, which is what everyone loves him for. But I don't know. I don't know. He's a great fighter to watch, but that's about as far as it goes for him. If he doesn't motivate me to make a video on him personally. I've never been his biggest fan outside of the cage, personally. In the cage, sure. Awesome. Wilson, Colby, and Strickland compared to Cowboy. Colby's doesn't come from ignorance. Colby's an arsehole and he knows he is, and I think that's kind of worse. He's morally bankrupt, so Colby's probably worse than them. Even if even if he says he's a good guy and it's all an act, it doesn't matter. You're still saying these things, you know. So listen, there's a balancing act with playing a character. Chael Sonnen nailed that. Chael did absolutely not. I'm sorry. Chael did. Colby did not. That's what I meant to say. Bulls and Khabib's recent comments on Dagestan and Ireland. I don't know what he said about Dagestan. I know he said about no fights coming out of Ireland. He's kind of not wrong, really. I mean, maybe I'm a bit ignorant there. Paul Hughes and Sean O'Bannon, the only two names that come to mind, outside of Connor, of course. Bryce on Jake Shields' pod. Jake Shields is worse, actually, than all of those guys. I despise that man. Oh, God. Yeah, he's just... They focus on all the wrong issues, man. Jesus Christ. Although, well, no, sometimes they do. They focus... Like, sometimes Jake Shields will say something which I miraculously will agree with, but then he'll just start blaming Jewish people. And you're like, oh... He just thinks Jewish people are the worst people on the planet, and you're just as bad as them. Oh, he's just an idiot. I'm not going to get too much into that. It's just stupid. Yeah, that's all to do with Israel-Palestine stuff. I ain't going to get into that. Is there any truth in Conor India fight? It looks like it with Logan Paul. So who knows? It's great. It's gaining some legitimacy, David. So. Dern underutilizes her jiu-jitsu and MMA. I think she struggles with translating pure jiu-jitsu to MMA, BJJ. I agree. I think that's an art. That is actually I say it's an art form. It's a skill for sure. I've never done MMA jiu-jitsu, but I definitely I've acknowledged the fact that I get comfortable being on my back and not thinking about strikes when they do exist. So it's probably I should train MMA jiu-jitsu, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure setups are harder because you're worried about getting punched in the face, huh? Any UFC fighter podcast, pound for pound? I like the clips from pound for pound. The only podcast I listen to time to time with around MMA is MM Arcade, which is Rob Whitaker. And I think his name's Scotty. They just talk about MMA and games, which are my two loves. So it's a no-brainer for me. So I take which one? No son. Shields. Oh, you talking about Shields? I follow Jake Shields on MMA on Twitter for MMA purposes. I had to block him. There you go. That is, yeah. The guy's absolutely unhinged, man, and completely just deluded. Crazy guy. He's a madman, bro. Dagestan's only sport is MMA wrestling, so of course they're going to produce much more fighters per capita. MMA is quite far down the sports ladder in Ireland. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, exactly. I don't really think it's a thing to critique. I don't even know. I don't know what Khabib was saying that in response to. But Explorer, what's up? Abhinav, I see you guys. I see you guys. Don't think I forget. How you guys doing? It's good to see you again. I'm decent, man. I'm decent. Hope you guys all checked out the new video. Some of you new arriving here in stream early or late rather. Go check out the latest video if you haven't. I'm proud of it. Dagestan is so depressing. The only way to escape poverty is being MMA champ. I mean, it's one way, One way. GSP doc. I would if I could get fucking footage I could use. Genuinely. How long should I pass the boil for? That's a good question. Putting it prematurely. Salt the water beforehand. Use rigatoni because it's the best pasta shape. That's biased, but I don't give a shit. 10 to 12 minutes. I like to take mine out just when it's just sort of slightly firm. It's soft, but there's a sort of firmness in the bite. Al dente, bro. That's what you want. Like your MMA fighter, Olympic wrestler, or a farmer. The life of a Dagestani right there. I'll probably do another, obviously not Dagestani, but Chechen. I might do another Shemai video. I that was good last time, but I sort of more looked at it from the angle of, what's his face? Ramzan Kadyrov, which I'll probably do again, to be honest. He's just better. I'd like to cover that because Shemaev's coming back now. It looks like so, and he's fought since the last time I did a video on him. Favorite fire? Tom Aspinall, no question. No easy question for me to answer there. Couch guide to the UFC's 2024. It's a good shout, but I missed the boat on it. It's too late now. Otherwise I would have done it. Maybe I'll do it for 2025 at the end of the year. But I like that. It's a good concept. I should have done it really. I don't know why I didn't do that. Prime GSP or Prime Khabib? I think Khabib personally, but it's hard to say. GSP was pretty big, so then again, Khabib was a big lightweight, so don't know. Every Dagestan fighter takes part in state-sponsored doping. I don't think that's true. A hot take, brother. He didn't miss weight against Justin. He made weight. That was a test. You passed. Yeah, sorry, brother. I got my cooking knowledge. All right. Not that that's remotely that complicated, but how popular is MMA in the UK? Third after football and rugby? No, lower than that. Lower than that. It shouldn't be, but it is. Lower than cricket, tennis, probably all of them, to be honest with you. MMA is just not. It's a tricky one because obviously to me, I think it's a big deal, and it is if you're in that circle. But MMA is just ignored by the BBC. It's ignored by mainstream media, generally speaking. TNT do a pretty good job covering it with all the rights they do, but their team is pretty small. Like, it's not a huge sport here, and it will be eventually, I'm sure, but just not yet. Do you think Khabib would have been double champ if he did not retire? Yeah, I think so. Depends who was champ at the time. I don't know. If it was Leon, he would have whooped him, yeah. And I like Leon, but Khabib would have destroyed him. Favorite walkout of all time? Oh, that's a good one. I do like... I mean, Darren Till's was good. I liked... If we're talking a more recent one, I liked Dustin's one at 302. That was cool. All of Dustin's one, man. Walking out to James Brown is just heat, bro. I love that shit. Such a banger. Do you reckon we get Aspinall Jones in the UK? No, it'll be in the US. It's too big not to do in the US. And Jones is, at the end of the day, as much as I hate that it is his namesake, Jones is the undisputed champion, so it will be in American turf. It just will be. But the UK would be sick. But they'll do it on the US because it will be easier to time it for everybody. Volk's walkout versus Ortega was fire. So was Ortega's. And actually, speaking of Volk's walkout, I really liked his one at 284. That was sick against Makhachev. He definitely missed weight. Did he? I don't remember, Daz. I'm pretty sure he made weight. I mean, he made the scales, no? MMA is getting more popular recently. I'm glad. I'm glad you're better. I tried to get my friends into it, but it ain't that easy. Most of them aren't that bothered, but that's all right. Alex Perez, yeah, they're always good. Staples. Jones is, yeah, very much so. The disputed champion is the way to put it. You're right. You're very much right. Alex Pereira's walkouts are good, but they're very much the same, you know? DC's. I do remember DC's. One of the earlier memories I have watching MMA was UFC 241. I believe it was 241. I'm testing my knowledge there. Someone look that up. I don't want to look it up. Because someone look that up. What card was 241? I want to know if I'm right. That was DC. I'm pretty certain it was DC Stipe 2. I'm fairly certain. Someone check that for me. Because that was, I have a very, I can't speak. I have a very vivid memory of just what DC's walkout. He just ran to the cage. He was wearing his hat with his team. He was like, he just sprinted to the cage. And I really didn't like DC back then. When he was fighting, I wasn't a fan of him because he was quite dirty. And, you know, when he eye poked Stipe and then knocked him out in that first fight. And it left a bad taste in my mouth. So I wanted I wanted Stipe to get his revenge, and he did, man. I was right. There you go. Nice one. I know. Listen, this is what editing does to you. Editing week in, week out does to you. Would you consider Hoy Masvidal doc? Yeah, if I could frame it right, I would. I'm actually gonna. I'll write that. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'll do it, but so I feel like if I frame it negatively around the something like the fall of Jesus, like Street Jesus. I don't know. I wouldn't say he fell though. Really, he never really fell. He was just like never that good. No, like I say, he was never that. He was good. He fought at the top level. He fought for a UFC title twice, but he just hit a decline like everyone does. It's not anything different. But I if I could frame it right, I'd do it. 241 Romero Costa. That was on the same card, right? Banger fight. So like DC, I can't. I like him. That video of him singing on the weigh-in show, the Christmas weigh-in show, had me cracking up. That brother cannot sing. He's a great fighter, but man, he is terrible at singing. Watch this video. There's a link. It's not showing up for me, brother. Rolls in Peace by Kodak, or Roll in Peace by Kodak. I don't know it. I'll probably recognize it though. Again, I'd probably follow Glover Teixeira's footsteps, and it might be a bit boring, and it might maybe a bit staple and safe. But Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses is just a classic. That would hype me up. That would get me in the mood to beat someone up. What would your walkout? That's a good question, actually. What would your walkout songs be, guys? I agree, Ali. I agree. Good content, do you reckon? What, with all the shithousery? Yeah, maybe. With Masvidal, yeah, he's been a bit in the news recently, hasn't he? Wasn't Billy Quarantillo being my favorite can? He's not a can. He's good. I know he lost his last fight, right? In fact, hasn't he lost a couple now? Barboza knocked him out not a while ago. Oh, is he on a 3-fight losing streak? Oh no, he beat Damon Jackson after he lost to Barboza. He lost his last 2. But he lost to Yusuf Zalal and Cub Swanson. Like, there's no shame in that. They're seasoned players, you know? Seasoned players of the game. Is Colby done? Yes, he is. I thought he was done after his last fight, to be honest with you. Miss weight, but officials allowed? I'm not sure. I have to look into that. But Suburban Part 2? I don't know it. Again, I probably do know these tracks. I just don't know the names. Kendrick calling Drake a pedo. It was a pretty cool rap beef. But fuck it. I mean, I don't know all about Kodak Black and shit, but yeah, listen, morals are black in music. That's how it goes. No unusual. That would be something, bro. That's an interesting shout. Best mullets is Dominic Mysterio, brother. Thank you. It is too long. I can't lie. At the back, we are getting too long, but I appreciate that. Thing is, it's so inconsistent. Like, I'll wake up one day, and it will be completely different to the next. So, I kind of just rock and roll with it. Too messy, man. It is a pain in the ass to handle. Any song from Morgan Wallen, don't you start, bro. Don't you start. I feel like a boom when I watched the weigh-in show, but I actually really like it. I know, I never used to watch it too. And look, yeah, you're right. Sanko's really good as well. And it's just entertaining as fuck. It's different. I enjoy the fuck out of it. It's good. It's just vibes the show. They just do whatever the fuck they want, and it's hilarious. New drill song, but UK drill song might go hard. Yeah, a little bit boring though. And drill I don't really like, personally. Yeah, so I can be... That would not hype me up, but I understand the angle. Tom Jones or Jamie XX, oh my gosh. You got some interesting takes, brother. Yeah, I'd probably do Welcome to the Jungle. I'm looking at my playlist right now. Welcome to the Jungle or so. That, I mean, it is maybe a bit boring, but I don't care. It's a banger. It's a straight banger, and it would just hype me up. Or maybe something like I'm looking. I don't really have much hype songs on my sort of giant playlist. It's not really my thing. DNA by Kendrick Lamar would be good. The back end of that track as the walkout song would be sick. Biggie Smalls versus Thomas the Tank Engine. I know what you're talking about. Thought about it a lot. Yeah. I mean, listen, it depends which angle you want to go for it, because some people don't like songs that hype them up. They just like songs that are sentimental. So, Youngboy NBA would be insanely hype as a Walker song. I don't know any of his music, bro. I don't know. It's just not really I don't really listen to sort of rap or hip hop. It's not really my thing. I have email. That's what. Yeah, I just said. I know it. Classic. Vibes. It's funny they'll be drinking at like 9 a.m. and chilling and loving. Yeah, dream job. I know, right? I'd love to work on the fucking UFC desk. Good pay. Get to travel the world. You know, do shit like that. It's awesome. I'd love to do that. It would be, oh man, that would be so good. I'm getting annoyed now. I'm thinking about it like, damn, I love that shit. Just like the likes of Joe Rogan as commentators and prefer listening to Laura Sanko. Welcome to the cultured side. I don't really like. I like Joe, and he's always a staple, and I'll never mind him on commentary desk. But I will always pick as my three. I will always pick John Anik, Paul Felder, and either DC or Mike Bisping. Those they would be the picks for me all the time. Anik and Felder are non-negotiable for me. They're always on desk. If I had to pick my dream card, hypothetically, those two names would be on the desk every time. Every goddamn time. An Eastern European opera is better than rap music. That would kind of go hard. It's kind of freaky, isn't it? Or what about like Mongolian throat singing? That would be fucking sick. Through an Agony series, they have been staples for me in terms of footage I can use. I love using those clips from those footage because they show the raw emotion. It's great, but you're right. Yeah, they stopped doing them. I wish they didn't because I know there used to be people in comment sections saying bring back Thrill and Agony. It was fucking sick, and then they stopped doing it. I think the last one they did was 283 or 284. I think it was 283. White guy Guzman, Black Guy Jones. That was his debut. Guzman, yeah, that was Jones's debut in the UFC, of course. Dominic Cruz's commentary, he's good. When he's at his best, he's really good, but most of the time, he's just snobbish and annoying. That's just who Dominic Cruz is, though, so you either love him or you hate him. Not for me, personally. Cruz and Sanko are great commentators. Sanko's really good. She's really coming to her own. I mean, she's got... Listen, it's a difficult job for her because obviously being like the first woman ever on fucking UFC commentary and in a sport which is just genuinely quite... It's quite a conservative sport in terms of its fan base. And with that comes a lot of people who probably would not like her on the desk. She's done a really good job, so full credit to her. Jan's walkout music sounds like a Dark Souls boss. I can't remember it off the top of my head. Born Dead by Body Count? I don't know it. Apologies, guys. I'm missing right now. Laura Felder and Anik, that's a good trio right there. Yeah, honestly, that's a good shout. I like DC because he brings the right vibes to it. I mean, I don't think he's that great on desk. He brings the nice energy, and he plays off of John really well, so... And Felder, so it's a matter of chemistry, but also analysis too. So, but if you're going on pure analysis and just like knowledgeable, I think Laura Felder and Anik is a really good combo. Dan Hardy's crash out, a justified crash out, one of the most justified crash outs I've ever seen, bro. 100%. And he didn't actually get fired for that. He got fired for just deteriorating relations with Dana White. Putting in his arrows when they clinching. Oh, let Dan draw on the telly live now. They do they? What, PFL? That's sick. He's got great analysis, man. Dan Hardy's the goat of that shit. Curtis Blades walkout 3 or 4 was also a banger. I don't remember it. I was too busy locked in on Tom. No, did he? DC deserves unending respect for making the Dagestanis talk. Yeah. That's true, actually. Well, I mean, he doesn't deserve unending respect for that. I think his fighting career does more than enough. But I get where you're coming from, Johan. For sure. 100%. We've been talking about music. I'm going to put some on. Got to make sure you guys can't hear it. Otherwise, I'm going to get fucking instantly copyright claimed. And I really don't want that. Cool. Nina on commentary. That's my worst nightmare. And I like Nina, but she would never work on a commentary desk. Obviously not. I don't think she'd even take the job if she got offered it, to be honest with you. Got 5 for disrespecting a woman. I don't think that was even true either. I don't think it was anything to do with the fact that it was a woman. I think there was some sort of altercation or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, Dana White is pretty morally bankrupt. That's nothing new there. Cruz is okay. Yeah, condescending. That's the word I'd use for sure. Chemistry can be off with him, but his analysis isn't bad. That's his strong suit. Yeah. Ongoing beefs with the MMA YouTube community. You're gonna have to fill me in. No one has beef with me, right? I hope. Does anyone have beef with me that I don't know about? Or because again, I don't keep up with it really. I know all the Rigo stuff. That's about all I know. Are people beefing with him? Something. You guys fill me in here. Again, I always ask you this because I don't know. I have. Dakota Ditcheva is one of my favorite fighters in all of MMA right now. And fighting out of the UK, man. Of course, we got another great fighter on there. She is a problem, man. Would love to see her in the UFC. Same with Chanel Dyer, both of them. Two two of the best English fighters we've got right now, and they're not even in the UFC. Nina couldn't even do commentary on Power Slap. She doesn't know anything about fighting. Nah, she probably does, though. She wouldn't follow it all the time. You can learn about fighting by just following the sport. But in terms of actually doing it, training it, yeah, I agree. But that's okay. Do you ever get frustrated that normal UFC fans always scapegoat Dana instead of looking at the Zionist executive board? I don't know about that. Got beef with these cool? Okay, sure. Hit me with it. My Mouse on commentary. Yeah, that would be great. My Mouse would be so good, man. 100%. Right, I fuck with My Mouse so much. I wish he did some game stuff, to be honest with you. Chavis still got a year on her PFL contract, so Dana's going to have to dip into his pockets if he wants to. I mean, she's worth the money, in my opinion. She's a star in the making. Same with Chanel Dyer. Seriously, go watch both of them in the PFL. Legit. They are so good. Yeah, the ref cams are sick. I like them in the UFC. It's just their event structure and the way they plan these is just awful. It's so confusing. Keep it under one banner. My Mouse is coming to the UK. Is he? I did not know that. When's he coming to the UK? If he is, I'll see if I can. I say get in contact with him. He's too big time for me. I know he reacted to my video, but he don't know me. Just because he reacted to my video, the guy don't know me. But that's alright. That's alright. Yeah, and if he does, 100%. If he's doing like a show or something, bro, of course I'm there. Where did you read that? I'm gonna look into that now because I'm a big fan of his, of course. I just misspelt. Is he really? You're probably gonna tell me by the time I even see this, but you're just gonna have to tell me. Wait, he's doing a seminar. Oh, where is this? Where is this? Is this in the UK? I don't even know. Where the fuck is this? Oh, he is in fucking Keighley, bro, in West Yorkshire. What? How the fuck did they bag him? Yuri said he's coming over. Oh shit, Fez. Nice. Probably doing a podcast with him or something, I imagine. We actually had a fighter at a gym, my local gym, my sister gym. I'm not gonna dox myself. I wish I could say the fighter, but then you guys could come track me down, and I really don't want that. Now I say it, I probably think if I didn't say that, you guys probably wouldn't. But now I say it, you probably would, so I can't. But we had an ex UFC fighter, ex UFC title challenger, and actually technically title holder. That's all I'm gonna say. And I missed it. I didn't even realize he was there. So there you go. Also, Flout being so dead now, the UFC only offered DJ $2 million for a return title fight. I don't think they offered him anything. The chair is lethal. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. MMA church on Sundays. What you think? This is this MMA church here? I ain't a religious man. Would I ever do a debate with an MMA YouTuber? I did back in the day before I'd even made my channel, or maybe when I just started. I did on Lucas Tracy's debate streams back in 2022, early 2023. Way back in the day, I did. PFL fighters who you think would be champions in the UFC? Chanel Dyer and Dakota Decheva. Those two. 100%. They're maybe not yet at this point in their careers, but they will be. English champion training in London. Gotta be Leon, little bro. No, he wasn't English champion. I didn't say English, did I? They came down. No, they just did a seminar. That was all. But I ain't gonna say more. DJ said they offered him that. Did they? Fair enough. I mean, $2 million is pretty good. I can't lie. He doesn't. I rate it. He's doing good. Buckley champion at 2025, definitely possible. The guy's impressed the hell out of me. I have to say, I'm a big fan of his. He can definitely win. I think Bilal probably would wrestle him and take him out, but I say take him out, take him to a decision. But Buckley's good. Buckley could put his lights out for sure. What should I do to learn more about MMA as a new fan? Go watch my history of the UFC video. It's an hour long, and that will keep you caught up all the way to UFC 300, which I know is a little bit dated now, but that covers. I say I did skip a lot of stuff out in that video, just because it would be 10 hours long otherwise. Check that out. It's a casual guide to the UFC, or just watch more content on YouTube, man. That's the best way to do it. Technically held the belt means interim. Maybe. Maybe. If they offer DJ 2 mil, I bet Pantoja gets 1 mil per fight. Pantoja probably gets paid okay. He's probably still not enough than he deserves, but. Let's fight UFC content creator Misfits fight. Who would you use and why? Rigo, because I beat the shit out of him. Because he's spindly. What's up, brother? It's good to see you. Buckley against Shavkat. Oh, you know, it's not even a bad take. People might flame you for that, but I kind of agree. I've been saying Shavkat's overrated, man. I've been saying it. I've been saying, how many times did I say this months ago? I don't think he's all that good. He's good, but like, I think Bilal beats him. I'm just saying. Just saying it. Happy New Year to you too, man. Here's for a good 2025. I'm crossing my fingers. Do you think they should have more weight classes? No, we're at the right amount. We don't need more. We do not need more. The more weight classes you have, the more diluted the sport gets. It's the same concept with belts. The more belts you add, the more diluted it gets. Things mean less. So no. Next video on, I ain't decided yet. No 311 guide though. No, can't be bothered. Well, unless I can't think of a good idea, then maybe I'll do it. But I heard that KSI was on your top artist not last year. Absolutely not, brother. No fucking way. Buckley JDM would bang. I want to see JDM beat Shavkat first. Yes, that's a sick fight. JDM Shavkat is what I want to see. And so again, Buckley JDM would be great too. I like both of those. Free money, casual money will come in on Shavkat when that fight is made. In which way? Shavkat winning or losing? Less weight cutting. I get the premise behind doing it. To an extent. So maybe one division. That would be it, tops though. I had a gang of Latino guys to go to Rigo. I'm screwed up because he wants men looking for him. Right. Women's atomweight? Yeah, I'd be okay with that. You started still working with the UFC? No, it's Sport something. It's a different company now. No, I was not playing Thick of It on max volume. No, I was playing a shit ton of Quedeca, a shit ton of Charlie XCX, because Brat is a fucking great album. And I can't remember who else was on it. No. Women's middleweight division, not enough women in it. There's not enough women at featherweight in the UFC. Shavkat kind of exposed a bit against. He got exposed against Jeff Neal. I don't know why this was a surprise that Shavkat didn't dominate Ian Gary. Ian Gary's a very good fighter. Shavkat, his defense is pretty poor, and Jeff Neal battered him in a lot of ways. I was not surprised that fight was as close as it was. I mean, credit to him for winning, but you know, let's see a woman atom weight division. Yeah, that's the one I'd make. I agree. But featherweight class, it changes all the time, man. I've always liked bantamweight a lot. Featherweight too. There's so many good. I mean, they're all great in their own ways. My least favorite is probably light heavyweight, and it always has been, to be honest with you. But it had a good run for a little while with Prohashka, Teixeira, Blachowicz. It was better after Jones vacated. Heavyweight is probably the worst right now. Like, it's just a shame because that's in terms of standard. Because Aspinall is my favorite fighter, but the standard heavyweight is not great. Don't think Shavkat can handle JDM's volume. I'd just be curious about the grappling because Burns took JDM down quite convincingly. So we'll see. I'd put money on Bilal again if he fights Shavkat, if they do that fight. Which it looks like they will next. It makes sense, right? I mean, he was meant to fight him. I do think Islam moves up. I think he wins in the new year and he fights for double champion status at the end of it. Simply a Knife. Yes, bro. You know. The Ariana Grande remix slaps so hard. The bass on that track is filth. The remix version is filth. I agree. I do not play Elia's music max volume. 185, 170. Listen, they've all got their own perks. JDM not going to be champ in my opinion, no. His grappling deficiencies are too high. I'm sure they do, Dean. Or David, rather. I'm sure they do. I agree, Wolf. Buckley Shavkat. I think Shavkat will get the title shot first, and Buckley will either fight the loser of it or he'll fight a number one contender fight. That's my prediction. Lightweight's always been the most stacked. I agree there. So, welterweight beat Islam if he moves up. Let me look at the rankings. There you go. I said it. I nearly went to stream without saying it. Let's have a look, shall we? UFC rankings. A welterweight. Anyone who could beat him. Oh, it's tough, man. You're right. I mean, the size difference does matter. It does a lot. I don't know, man. Shavkat would be a pretty difficult fight for him. just because of the size. Styles make fights, man. Shavkat would be a difficult fight for Islam. But saying that, I think Bilal beats. It's weird. I think Makhachev beats Bilal, but I think Bilal beats Shavkat, and I think Shavkat beats Makhachev. So I don't know. Hood Ninja from St. Louis versus Mongolian Warlord. Make it happen, Dana. Yes, sir. Honestly, credit to Buckley, man. He's had a really nice resurgence, just in and out of the cage. He knows how to sell a fight, and he knows how to fucking fight too. Because I said this, I remember him getting folded after he had that momentum from that crazy spinning kick against Impa. And he got folded by a high kick like one or two fights later. And then I was like, damn, that was it. But he's proven me wrong. So, yeah, I mean, half of those comments, Daz, are to do with Ali Abdelaziz, so I ain't bothered. I'm glad you agree, Nate, man. I'm glad you agree. I don't think his grappling is... I think his grappling will see him found out. It nearly did against... I picked him to beat Burns, but Burns nearly found him out, you know? And credit to him, he got that lovely knee in, but... Okay, Astro, that's a bannable offense, bro. I'm going to be honest. Bannable offense. Castro is a crime. JDM Leon, yes, great shout. Love that. Actually, I spoke about that before. There was rumors of that for a main event in London. I think it will probably be Sean Brady or maybe Ian Gary if for Leon in that main event. But JDM would be my pick. That's a great matchup. Just the boxing versus the kickboxer. Great striking matchup. And I think, yeah, it's literally, I didn't even finish reading your comment and I said it. Pull the dog out of Leon. You're completely right. We see, I think that style would force him to engage more. I think he would anyway, just after that last performance, but we'll see. Jones just said the UFC is offering Jones 30 minutes to fight. I think that's a load of horse shit. I think Jones will play hardball and act like he's not getting paid enough in order to duck Tom and then retire. So, think Izzy will get another win? Yeah, I think so. I think he probably beats Imavov. As old as he is now, I think he probably does beat Imavov. Then again, he did look considerably slower against Strickers, in my opinion. So I think age is getting to him. Buckley said he eats prison-style tuna spreads for protein. I fuck with it. I fuck with that, to be honest with you. True Pound Viking. Right now, gotta be Islam, to be honest with you. It'll be in no order. Islam, Pantoja, and then Alex. Those three are the top three. I don't know who I'd put top. Probably Alex. Just the manner of wins. Islam got pretty, we went to war with Poirier, Bills and Joey calling Izzy the GOAT. Stupid. In terms of post-pandemic UFC fans, i.e. me, I just new fans. I don't know. I mean, everyone calls people the COVID fans. I was just before that. Like 2018, late 2018 was when I started watching. 2019 was when I really got into the sport. And then, yeah. It was really after the Khabib McGregor card. I didn't even watch that card live, but I got into the sport right after that. So... Yo, Leo, big fan of your content, bro. I remember binging all your history of the weight class videos this past year. Kevin, thank you. I almost wish you didn't because those videos are terrible. If you're talking about the Casuals Guide ones, they're really bad. Now, my new stuff is a million times better, but I appreciate it, Kevin. Thank you. I'm glad. I hope you watched the new one. I hope you watched the new video I just put out today. And if you haven't, you're in for a treat, man. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. We all know who the real Powerful King is, Ben Askren? Indeed. I did not, Johan. Ilya Pereira? Honestly, I agree. I don't think that's a hot take. I agree. I think Ilya hits harder than Pereira does. That man's right hand is vile. Pound for pound, it's pound for pound, isn't it? It's relative. So I think Ilya has, yeah, I agree with that. 309 was a horrible card to start on. Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? Yeah, first couple. I mean, we've had an okay run, like, recently. I mean, I don't even remember these days. What was 308? Oh, yeah, 309 was... I'm just looking at the whole card now. I mean, Oliveira Chandler was great fun. I really enjoyed that fight for the most part. I mean, it was decent. It was Marcus McGee Martinez was good. I mean... But you're right, though. There wasn't much to shout home about it. That Stipe fight was just depressing. I mean, Stipe looked exactly how he thought he would, and worse. He looked like he was not 42. He looked like he was 52 in there. 308 was really good, though. Murphy Dan Ige was a great fight. Shara Bullet, Petrosian, Whitaker Shimaev, Tapora Holloway. I mean, that was fucking hell. That was good, wasn't it? Jesus, what a card. When will Tony retire? Never. He'll be shadowboxing in the coffin. That's my guess. Leon's past opponents have been primarily grapplers / grappling based. JDM ain't trying to grapple with anyone. I actually think you'd be surprised. I think he would. I think JDM would look for the takedown in that fight. But man, JDM's a sniper. I mean, the biggest reference we have to that is the Randy Brown fight for JDM. That would be in terms of build. If you look at that with Leon, you know, there's some tape you can take from that. 312 picks. Sarukian, just because it's nice to have change, but I'm not confident in that pick. In fact, I wouldn't really call it a prediction. Marab over Umar, but again, no conviction in that. I did it the other day, actually. I did it on my last stream. I don't know if anyone clipped it, but it doesn't matter. Again, these are early shouts. I still don't really know. 312. No, I'm getting mixed up, aren't I? I mean, what's been announced for 312 besides Dricus Sean? And I'm picking Dricus in that fight. So I don't know. But in terms of, I mean, Weili Zhang versus Tatiana Suarez got announced. I actually think Suarez might win that. Call that hot take. Good picks, Asa. Good picks. DDP Hamzat. That's what we should be getting. Why does JDM beat Edwards after how he looked versus Burns? Stars make fights. But Edwards likely won't exploit JDM's grappling weaknesses. I mean, he might actually. Edwards is actually a very good wrestler. But you know, they'll probably be on the feet for the most part. So, you know, JDM has a good chance, and I love Edwards. So it's a very close fight to call. Hill versus Jury is going to go. I think Hill snipes him, and I love Jury as well. And Daz, I hope not. Absolutely not. I really hope he doesn't. Oh, it's a couple more. Then I am going to have to dip out, get some food down me, edit this podcast, and then decide what video I'm going to do for this week. Because I don't know. I honestly, I don't know if Mike's still in the stream, but his Usman idea is calling out to me. I like that a lot. 312, Strickland and Wei Lee. Yeah, I mean, I said you're picking them. I'm going directly against you then. DDP murders Hamzat? I don't think so. I think Hamzat would win. Listen, Dricus has bullshitted his way to a UFC title, and I take that as a compliment, Dricus. But I think Hamzat just will avoid that, man. Brady JDM, yeah. I like it. Disagree, JDM's takedown accuracy is pretty low. On record, he doesn't attempt to take it to the ground often. I don't know. I just maybe I've just seen so many takedowns being shot against Leon recently. That's maybe why I see it. I don't know. You're probably right. Even if he did, I think Leon would probably have his way on the mat anyway. Edwards is a better grappler. I'm talking about we're talking about Edwards and JDM, not Burns. I think Edwards would whip Burns, obviously. And JDM, I think he probably beats JDM too, but it's a close fight. Conor coming back? I hope not. Because his damage strong and his grappling skills, which are ridiculous, will save him money. Somehow he'd bullshit. Honestly, he probably will, won't he? I'll say he'll lose, and he'll go and fucking somehow knock out Hamzat. If you think Leon is fine, he'll be the Brady or Gary, I think. Brady, Gary, or JDM. It's one of those three. I hope it's Gary. I think that's the funnest matchup there. Actually, no. JDM's more exciting matchup, but Gary versus Edwards will do more eyes. I'm planning on going, so we'll see. I'm seeing how much tickets are, but I'm planning on going, so we'll see. That's a fair shout, Kevin. He's good, man. Dricus is deceptively good. But anyways, I am going to have to love you and leave you all. I really appreciate you for my second stream back in a little while. So thank you. If you haven't seen the Bisping doc, go check it out. I'm really proud of it. Came out today. Pod will be out later tonight. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Have a good morning, night, afternoon, wherever you are at in the world. I will see you on Thursday. Yeah. In a bit, guys. See you later.